Back to the channel. So today we are going to be making croissant stuffed with chicken sausages. We are going to show you the ingredients that you need to make the chicken croissants.
So we're using half kg maida, where we've added a little salt for taste, 2 spoons of sugar and a small bit of fresh yeast, which is easily available in any bakery or even sometimes in shops you get it, and half a cup of milk to knead the dough. Now we'll start kneading the dough.
Set the dough aside and let it rise and double its size. Dough is set aside. We will create the butter slab for the croissants to create the layers. It's in the freezer till it hardens.
We'll check on the dough and see how much it has risen. As you see, it is risen double in size. So now we're going to take it out and start the folding in process. As you see, the dough is too big for my rolling pin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide it into half and do the folding into 2 portions. So now we've added the butter. So now we're going to fold this in like this. And slowly incorporate the butter into the dough. So basically in the baking terms, this is called creaming. You can also use, if it's available in the market, you can use plastic butter, which they use in bakeries for this, which is a non-salted butter. It's known as plastic butter. Whereas in that you have to roll out and keep creaming each time. So now I'm going to set this again in the freezer so that the butter hardens and we can roll out the next one till then. So now we do the same thing for the other half. If you have a bigger workspace, then you can do it all together. Since I don't, so I do it in 2 sections. It's easier for me to roll it out. So now I'm going to place the rest of the solid butter disc that I made. Just throw this out. Thank you. Fold it in like this. Try and even out the butter into each corner like that. Then you roll it out. Avoid using much pressure, otherwise the butter will start oozing out from the sides. Keep a light hand. Now again you fold it. Again roll it. So this rolling process we have to do at least 5 times so that we get the layers required for the croissants. So I'm going to roll it, fold it, put it in a foil, and put it in the fridge or the freezer. If you want to make it faster, then you can use the freezer. Just get it. It's faster. So after 20 minutes, we remove these from the freezer. You can see it is still soft, but now we will roll it. So this rolling process has to be done 4 times. So we roll, fold, and again put it back in the freezer so that the butter that is inside cools off and gets hardened. We do this and then again we fold. And then again we roll it. Now as you see, we've got the layers, if you can see closely. So every time you fold, roll, fold and keep it in the fridge, and then you get these kind of layers. And now we're going to roll out and do the cutting and the stuffing for them. So as you see, we've rolled it out. I have to roll it out in parts because I don't have much space to roll it out. Then you roll it out this thin, okay, and then you start cutting it into triangles. start stuffing them. Show you how to do that. So you take your triangle, slit it in between. This pointed part you stretch it a little bit. So now we're going to put a little bit of our sauce, the cocktail, and some grated cheese. And now we start the rolling. So as you're rolling, you start stretching this. And then you get your croissant shape. You set it aside and you do the same for the others. If you find it a little too thick, you can just roll it out with a rolling pin. And you do the same for all the others. I'll finish them and I'll get back. These are ready to put in the oven. As you see, they've puffed up a little more. So now we're going to egg wash them. So this is one egg with a little bit of milk. So it gets a nice crusty layer, outer layer. And I've heated the oven 10 minutes prior to putting these in. So I heated them at 190 degrees. And these are going to go in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes till they're completely cooked. So now I'm going to pop them in the oven and I'll be back once they're done.
So now the croissants are ready to be eaten. Yummy. The inside part yummy. I hope you enjoyed this video because I'm enjoying the croissants.